Hello, good evening. It's RV Debs. I'm going to wash my glasses. Start this live stream. How's everyone doing? Come on in. Open up a channel so I can see. Okay. Okay. There. So, I have been busy the last couple days. I haven't videoed one thing. Hi, Paisley. How are you today? Paisley Dreams. Marilyn Darling. Welcome, welcome, guys and gals. Just here for a little bit, okay? As long as you feel like it, and come back later. Enjoy your supper too. I'm good. I just got back from a little trip I took. I'm good. I'm good. I mean, I've had a stomach ache, a couple, one of those where food didn't digest right, whatever. But otherwise, I'm okay. I'll tell you about my trip. Hi, Cynthia. Now I can see better. Let's see if I can make the lighting better too. I guess that's good. Hi, Karen, Cynthia. How are you guys? Well, the other day I was feeling rather like not only just anxiety, but like boredom and just wishing I could get going. And I thought to myself, well, you have a full tank of gas, you got a little money in your pocket, go somewhere. So I just packed an overnight bag. Kathy and Mark took care of the pups, so that's not a problem. And I decided, well, I'll drive. I'll just drive towards the Dallas area. Not into Dallas. I'm not into going into the city, but there's a lot of towns around there. And I got a hotel. I stayed at the Comfort Inn and Suites. I wasn't even going to share that with you guys. I was just going to do it like a little hideaway. Yep, little road trip by me. A friend of mine, Amanda, who comes in here, she doesn't live far from there. It's not the same town, but close by. So she came over and brought a pizza and a Diet Coke. She also brought a pack of really nice thin pens for my coloring and another coloring book. And we had a blast. After we had our pizza and we're hanging out for a while, the room was really nice. I know I didn't share it because I didn't think I should say anything, but what the heck, this is what I've been doing. So, yeah, then we took a little ride. She has a new car and she showed me this like a park, really pretty area. And we really had a fun time laughing and talking with us about, well, I'm getting to know Amanda very well since I've been over there a few times. And then we had a little bit of excitement too. It was a nice time, really. We had a good time. Hi, Holly. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to worry about being right or wrong. It's harder because depending on how much you eat, don't worry about it. No worry. Yeah, so I went away. And the hotel was nice. It had a couch area and a really nice bed, a king size bed that was awesome. Amanda, speaking of the devil. Yeah, so I didn't go to her house. She came to me. We drove around a while. Shall I tell them the rest about the drive, Amanda? What do you think? It's up to you. I'm waiting for you to tell me whether or not I should go on with the story. Okay. Anyway, we took a drive into I don't even know the area. She knows it like the back of her hand. Oh, okay. And so we were driving around, and we went through a park and went through beautiful streets that were just, the middle of the street was all trees, just really pretty. And hey, Doreen, welcome. I'm just telling you about the last night I went to visit and stayed in a hotel. So we're driving around anyway, and just enjoying chat and the surroundings. And we heard a bam, and there was a pothole, and Amanda's poor new car hit it just right, or just wrong. So we thought, oh my God, because we could feel, it was such a deep boom. I could feel my teeth hit each other, it was like that heavy. So of course we find a safe place to pull over to look at the tire, and the tire had a gash in it. Literally, like, it looked like a gash pulled out, but it wasn't going flat either. And we thought, oh God, let's get back to my hotel. She's got AAA. I have road service too. So, and she had a spare tire, of course. So we basically prayed that we could make it all the way to where I was staying at the Comfort Inn, which was kind of quite a ride by this point, because we really, I don't even know where we were. But we got to the motel, and luckily, Amanda's had friends that lived like within blocks from where I was staying, and the guys came over and helped her out. And so at least we were safe, and she got her spare on, and then she had to buy a new tire. But those are good tires. Amanda was telling me that the tires that she got will never go flat. They're very expensive, so that when you get a gash in the side, normally a tire would have been flat for sure. So we got lucked out, and her tire's been fixed, and so that was we had a fun time. And of course the tire thing wasn't fun, but we tried to smile through it, didn't we, Amanda? She was mad at herself, but things happen. We were fortunate. It could be worse, right? Never a dull moment, Marilyn. And that's not all. Yeah, it worked out. Thank God it did work out. But I really enjoyed my time, and we always share and laugh, and it's nice. So, and the pizza was, well, okay, so the pizza was good. It was from Papa John's. Very thin crust. But anyway, that's another story. So, I spent the night there, and I sat, and I watched the television, and I'm doing a new one. And hey, Lulu. This is what I've been doing. I have just been sitting. Whenever I get a chance, I just sit and do these mandalas. I've got one finished that I thought was real pretty. I just don't follow the book. I go scattering, so it's hard to find them. Okay, here it is. This one turned out pretty too. I think I've done 3 out of this book. Hold on. And it's metallic-y, the gold. Some of it's metallic. And that's what I did. And then took a shower this morning, and I didn't even have breakfast. All I wanted to do was go home. Because I really didn't want to get anywhere there was lots of people, The only person I saw, basically, the front desk had plexiglass. Amanda, and we've both been together talking for a long time. No one's sick for a long time, thank God. And that was it. So I get driving. I start driving, say goodbye to Amanda and drive. And I look down, and I hadn't been too far out of town, really within probably 10, 15 miles. And I see the oil light on my truck. And I'm like, okay, bummer. It said check oil. It's like, okay. So I find a safe place to pull over. And my truck's kind of tall, and I'm kind of short, so it's really hard without a little step stool for me to kind of get to the oil and do it right. Well, there were two guys working on like the side of the road right where I parked. And one didn't speak English. One did. And he did it for me. I popped the hood and gave him paper towels. And he checked the oil. He said, you need to go to a place like an Exxon station or whatever and buy 2 quarts of oil, put them in to get you home. So I did. So I went to a gas station, which wasn't far, and I got 2 quarts of oil and put it in, and I filled the tank up at that point and did not stop until I got home. And when I got close to my area, I think that pizza, something about it made me feel like I had to get to the bathroom like yesterday. Like I was freaking out because there's no bathrooms. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm about 50 miles from my area. I hold on. I hang in there. And I think, well, I know it's lunchtime. I'll stop at the Farmhouse Grill, which is Kathy's son Lee and Stephanie owns. And they only have one meal a day. Usually it's like the lunch crowd. And I had a grilled cheese sandwich. She was so happy to see me. I was so happy to use the bathroom. So I had lunch, and I had a wonderful off Weight Watchers grilled cheese sandwich and fried pickles. She had offered me fried pickles for my birthday, and I never went and got it. Hey, Whispers in the Wind. So I had a really nice lunch, and that's close. That's just the next town over, and I was so glad to come home. And the dogs were glad to have me home, and my stomach, I feel better now, actually, so I got rid of it. But I'm telling you, I was thinking about pulling up on the side of the road and like hiding behind my truck, but I didn't have to. Ha! Yeah, I've had an adventure. I feel like what's his name from Lord of the Rings? Um, oh man, the Little Hobbit, Bilbo. I feel like Bilbo. I was like went on an adventure. Wow, a personal trainer with Whispers in the Wind. That's great. You're gonna start on Monday. Well, you'll have to tell me how you're doing. Good luck, and congratulations on the taking that initiative and doing it, taking that step. But I really did need to get away, and even though it wasn't too far and I got to go home soon, I did enjoy it. That bed was fantastic. Pillow top type mattress. Great. Oh, thank you, Whisper. These earrings Kathy brought me home when she went with her mom and her daughter-in-laws. They went to Oklahoma, where Pioneer Woman's what's the name of Pioneer Woman's got the mercantile, and that's where she got them. I love them. I do. Thank you. Hi, Willow Wind. Welcome. Hi, Libra. Welcome to the Friday night chat. I don't know if you've been listening, but I just got back this afternoon from an overnight journey, stayed at a motel, and it was a nice motel. You know, this is my favorite color is like turquoise, actually. We are like teenagers, and we always have something happen, you know? Like last time I went, I had the snowstorm and had to drive home in ice roads that weren't plowed. That was quite the adventure. Lulu wants to know what breed my dogs are. Rosie, who is over there, right there, she is a Bichon Shih Tzu. Lily is a long-haired Chihuahua. I do feel happier too. Hi, Abby May. Thank you, you guys. Hi, Marion. Hi, Debs. You wanted an adventure like you had one. Bet you feel so much better getting out. Only just joined. Yeah, I just had an overnight trip, but I had a very nice hotel. I didn't leave the hotel, and they don't serve breakfast now at these hotels. They don't, because, they got, believe me, the room was clean. And I brought, when I got there, I took my Clorox wipes, wiped the phone, wiped the remote, um, washed my hands several times. It was, and the place was very clean. So I felt safe. But it was fun. Hi, Mrs. Thoreau. Welcome. I'm so glad you like the babies. They're the best. Rosie, I gave Lily a bath. I'm going to give Rosie one tomorrow. That's true, Amanda. She says Deb got to see that even though I'm in a more populated area, everyone's being super careful. Oh, yeah. I didn't really go anywhere, but I did check into the hotel. And they even had where you put your credit card to pay. You didn't have to hand the credit card. You did your own credit card. And they had plexiglass. And no breakfast. They did have coffee in the room. Rosie is a snooky face. I had a fun time, except for I was sorry that Amanda had to hit a pothole and wreck a wonderful tire, and then me. That's not the only thing that happened on the way home. One more thing happened, and I'm not proud of it. Can you guess? Nobody can guess. I ate pizza. Amanda came to my hotel and brought a pizza and a Diet Coke and a thin crust good pizza. So that was what I ate. I did not eat any breakfast this morning. I didn't eat anything in the area there. I came home. My teeth love lipstick. Better? Yeah. I felt like I needed a break anyway. Tell them. Okay, let me tell you the part that I'd left out. So I got the oil, and I figured, okay, what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to call the guy that I take my truck to, and I'm going to tell him what happened and get an oil change. At least I'm home. So after I got the oil, I got on there's like a main highway, and it's a big, like three lanes on one side, a big old island, and 3 lanes on that side. And it was kind of busy. It was probably around noon, 11:30. Anyway. So I'm driving, and I'm trying to set my, I don't know why it turned off, because normally it's just on. I push the button, and I can set my cruise control. And it was like 60 miles an hour right there. And I looked down just for a second because it wasn't turning on, and before I knew it, there was the medium of the center island. I hit like a curb pretty hard. I held onto my truck, thank God. I swerved in the middle, but I wound up getting back on the highway without stopping and without hurting myself. But my heart was pounding after it was all done. I'm good in an emergency. I handled it. But oh my God, I could have flipped my truck over. That's how bad. If I would have just turned the wheel or did the brakes and I just went with it. I did not do that. But it went, and I bet you everybody around saw it. They all kind of slowed down so I could get back on the highway. I thought it could have possibly been a bad ending. What's the matter, Lily? Come here. Lily's crying the blues. Yeah, I'm very grateful. I talked to God on the way home, and I said, oh, thank you, Lord, for that's a warning. Don't look down. You know what I mean? Yes, angels. Scared me. It was, yeah, when I go, I'm gonna have to have my front end aligned, so that's where some money's gonna go instead of a shed right now. But I'll tell you what, it was at the. I mean, thank God that I'm a fairly darn good driver though. And when it's skidding, because I went up in the air for a second, I really did. I could have just, if I'd have just moved real fast the wheel, it would have flipped the truck. But, and I'm glad I didn't get a blowout. That's for everything. There were angels all around me and Amanda too, because when she hit the pothole, it could have gone flat and we could have lost control of the car. You never know. We were very lucky. So I'm counting my blessings. Hi, Wayne. I'm going to take the truck in. Oh, yeah. We've got a very good mechanic here. Hey, why are you crying? She doesn't know. Yeah, so, the baby's crying. Come here, Lily. Hold on a minute. Let me go get her. What's the matter? Come here. Are you having a problem? Okay. Come here. Oh, God. Okay. I got her. Oops. There she is, the baby. They were very happy to see me, but they didn't look like they missed a meal. Lieber said I hit a curb one time like that, but speed was not as high, and it was on a big circle. Scared the heck. Yeah, it's scary. I'm just glad I always have known, even like when I in the snow and ice, or in water, if you skid, like if you jet air, a car can do that. You go with it. I know you don't try to over what's the word over there's a word for it, like, but you don't want to do anything really right, hydroplaning, anything like that. You want to go with it. You want to like let it straighten out. So I did, of course. Right, overcompensate, because that's when you lose it. That's really, and I could see, I know it was just a second, but it was slow enough. I didn't overcompensate. I just went with it and got it back and then onto the road. And yeah, yes, Cindy. Hi, Carrie Joe. Yeah, so I didn't overcorrect. I think I handled it good, thank God. Oh, that's right, Holly. So I'm home safe, and I think I'm good for a while. I don't think I'm going to have that urge to go too far right now, which is good. And I was really glad to just be home with the girls, my pups, and Kathy. Her birthday's tomorrow. I know, Amanda, and I got one. But I really was glad to see you, and it was so nice to just be in a bed in a nice hotel. Yeah, 1,500 to 2,000 you can buy them, that's for sure. I don't really have it at the moment. I've got to fix my truck. I've done a few things. I got the utility sink that I'm paying for. I don't know. But besides that, I was going to say something. Okay, yeah, Kathy's birthday's tomorrow. Today's kind of another sad day, which I did put on my Facebook. 20 years ago today, my mom died. So that's the end of the May problems and sadnesses for me. So I'm glad to say that it's over. All the bad stuff that happens in May, I made it through another May. I went to, not to Dallas, but to the area around Dallas. There's lots of towns. I don't even know how far Dallas downtown is, but just little like, I don't know what you'd call the area, but like within 30 miles from Dallas. Libra says my dad's Chevy Silverado thought I was always driven. Yeah, tomorrow's her birthday. So guess what? So what we're gonna do? She she's been kind of depressed lately. Kinda. She has been depressed lately. I think all of us have had it. But I think what we're gonna do, so I told her, I said, well, let's do something. So we're gonna go to dinner at the Hole in the Wall. Now she thinks it's just gonna be me and her, Mark, and her mom. But in reality, Nadia and the three boys and her son Nathan, probably Lee and Stephanie, are going to go there early and decorate with balloons and stuff. And we're going to try to celebrate our darling Kathy, who needs her spirits lifted. Yeah, I'm glad May is almost over now. Actually, it's just about over. Well, you can't forget. These are the dates that you just don't forget. But the weirdest thing about when my husband died, he died one day before our anniversary. And I think, even though he was pretty out of it, I think he knew I don't want to die on our anniversary and make that a tainted day. So the day before he died, and then the next day was our anniversary. But to me, both days are terrible. Hey, we don't need to keep crying. And then his birthday's on the 12th of May. So, it's like, ugh. Rosie's birthday's on the 20th of May. And Kathy's birthday's on the 30th of May. But we're going to have she won't know. She just thinks it's going to be, and she's been on plant-based. I think part of the problem is the plant-based diet. She's been on it for since January. Her and Mark, and she's lost a few pounds. It's not for weight loss. It's to make her feel better. And she's had this for years. Achy joints, and sometimes they're so bad, every bone, every ache, every joint hurts, and it's depressing, and so she thought that if she would go plant-based and whole food for 4 or 5 months, she would be starting to really feel better, more energy. But she doesn't have more energy, so I think she's gonna splurge and have like a fish wrap that she likes at Hole in the Wall. May sucks, I know, but it's over. It's over. Thank you, Lord. Starts in April. April 8th, my dad passed away and my sister passed away. They're separate years, but they both had the same April 8th. So between April 8th and June 1st is the saddest part of the year. I got my first cup. I went to today. You went to wait. Oh, that's good. I think you're going to enjoy it, Twin Sparrow. And your husband, if he just eats what you give him, pretty much, he's going to feel better. Hi, RV Ashes, Joyce. Libra, let's see. My birthday is October 31st. Whose birthday is October 31st? And Marilyn, you shared on the 28th. So does Kathy's mom, is I think the 27th. This year, I want to have a big party. I hope Kathy does it for me. Sandra, how you doing? I don't know what happened just now. I kind of had a glitch. Sorry. Yeah, Margie, I'm sorry. I have a terrible. Sometimes I get blocked. I know. Butterbean Head is Joyce. My birthday's October 31st. He's blaming. He said you're starving him. He can have as much veggies and fruit as he wants. Thank you, Marge. I got it now. Now, once I do something dumb, then I remember. You love Halloween? I've never loved Halloween because it was my birthday and everybody was dressed up as a kid. I'd want to be the birthday girl, and everybody would be like something else. But as I've grown up, I think it's a fun evening. I just don't do anything. I like to give candy away here. We have lots of kids. Hey, I see only 13 thumbs up, guys. Do me a big favor and give me a thumbs up if you like the live streams. I would like that so much. Yeah, I've had Halloween parties. I got to a point in my life, I told my parents around when I was like 13. I said, Mom and Dad, I don't want any more orange and black birthday cards or cake. I want pink, just like regular ladies. So, but of course, candy's always good on Halloween. Hi, Constantine. How are you today? Marianne says, I worked in a hospice for 15 years and saw people get to a certain events. Other people wanted to go before a curtain date and did somehow. Don't understand it. Yeah, he was in hospice on his last, like, 4 days of his life. And I kept thinking, oh my God, I hope he doesn't pass away on our anniversary. And he didn't. And I think, and I remember someone saying, it's like someone passing away by themselves, and you walk out of the room maybe to go to the bathroom or check the nurse's station, and they die because they don't want to die with you when you're there. So we don't know how things really work. I mean, you go by your feelings. So I think so. I think I have some angels watching over me because I could have been in the hospital. I could have killed myself. I had my seatbelt on. I saw my life pass before my eyes. Candy's good anytime. It is tasty. Libra said, I used to love Halloween until I did some research on the holiday. Now I don't like it. So I throw you a party, all adults want to celebrate a birthday. Yeah, I love Halloween, and I don't think of it as any spiritual, weird thing. I think it's a fun time to be who you would like to be, an alter ego, or just be fun. I don't let those kind of thoughts even in my mind. A wish list. Oh my God, I don't have a wish list on Amazon. I have stuff I wish I could get on Amazon. That's funny. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. My birthday's not for 6 months, so it's okay. I'm glad, because believe me, I'm getting so old. Marilyn says he has a wish list. Wonder what I should do. I know that I just got like these, the adult coloring books and pens. As a matter of fact, I got some pens from Amanda when I got there. They're really nice. Let me show you. She gave me, and they're the same ones. I really do like this brand, Penmark. But they're very tiny, they're like a really small tip. So when you're coloring something and it's itty bitty, it's really nice to have a pen that's smooth. That's true, Marilyn. I need to do stuff like that. Hi, Butterbean Head. I put it off. Hi, Linda. Yeah, see, the fine points are good, Linda. They work too. But the gel, like my favorite pens, let me show you them. I have a package. I got some of these at Dollar General because they ran out, and I wanted to make sure. But these are really good, and Dollar General sells them. So they're not real expensive, and they're so smooth. I'll show you what I got. They're called Bic Intensity. They come in packs. So they got this pack. Yep. And then they've got those colors. And then they've got those colors. These work, that's why I got extra, because they are so much better than, I mean, I've gotten some that I didn't like, and I can't use them. Hold on. Lily Bell. Okay. Let me move this. So many pens, I have no room, and it's like the whole desk is covered. Twin Sparrow says, my eyesight isn't as good as yours for those adult coloring books. I would need a magnifying glass along with the bright light. I need a bright light, and sometimes my eyes, after the end of the night, my neck's killing me and my eyes are blurry. Believe me, I just do it anyway. Hi, Susan. I use Prismacolor pencils. It is relaxing. It's so relaxing. I just love it. I got some metallics too. Yeah, that one I've already done. I've done a few. I've done lots on the cheaper paper, but this is made to actually be framed. It's thicker paper, and I'm gonna start. I'm not sure. I might do a giveaway, and I might sell them cheaper on Etsy just to do it. There's one. That one's Amanda's. I'm gonna send it to her. But they're fun. I do enjoy making them, and they do take time. And I kind of do it real careful, you know. I'm really good. I'm patient. I am. You don't want to like be in a hurry. But there are other, like there are pens that don't work so good. Like, let's see if I can find the ones. I don't really use these. Well, actually, there's a couple I hardly use. Like these, this is black. I've never used it. That's okay for a bigger area. That covers a nice big smooth area, but not tiny. I like flowers too, but I love the mandalas. Right now I'm just basically into them. Thank you, Marianne. It's okay either way, I get it. The weather in Texas right now, we had a pretty nice day. It's about probably 82 to 84. Maybe it's getting down now, I don't know, but I think the high today was 85. It's hard to stay within the lines. That's why you need the real thin pens as well as the thick. And it's really like opened up like another hobby. Like it's not enough. Like I can't just have one pack. I have to have metallics and thin pens and thicker pens. When I get into something, that's what I do. Nancy's new here. Welcome. Everybody has to welcome Nancy. Thank you, Nancy, for coming in. I hope you've subscribed. I've been doing live streams Wednesdays and Fridays, and every now and then an impromptu, I'll do one. And I have two channels. I've got the RV Debs Journey channel, which you're on right now. And then I have the RV Debs Journey number 2, and I'll be putting some stuff about Weight Watchers, probably art, things that, you know, just, I don't know, I'd like to just keep it going. Yes, Amanda, the ones you gave me are really good for details, and I've been using them. And because some of the book have bigger designs, and some have itty bitty intricate, like crazy intricate. Oh yeah, the book's good too. I'm just in this right now. I'm busy on this, but let me show you the different ones. Like that's a lot of intricate. This book is amazing. And I just take it and run with it. Like I love colors, and I don't think too much about it. If you think too much, you know, it's like then you might as well not do it. Yeah, it just has to flow. Someday I might need a magnetic type of thing, but right now I still, you know, sometimes when I'm making jewelry, my eyes go blurry. Oh yeah. You know, I wasn't going to tell anybody that I was going anywhere. And that's why I didn't take any videos. I just thought, let me just have a private getaway. It was about almost 3 hour drive, just under. And it wound up being quite the adventure, and we decided I'd share it because I wasn't going to share it. Everyone here, Nancy's very friendly. Everybody's cool. We do enjoy our live streams, and you can talk about pretty much anything. I like to keep it upbeat. We've had enough crap lately, and you know, kind of over that. I'm glad that you got into it, Linda. I think it'll help you. I mean, if you're not doing anything and you know, you're watching videos or you're watching TV, you can sit here with a good light. And I just have a cheap, I just use this cheap light. I just fold it down real tight on me. And I just, you know, I'm like in Zen world. Yeah, I was just going to keep it as a secret getaway, but I didn't. I have a hard time doing that. I told Kathy, don't tell anybody I'm going anywhere, because I didn't want anyone to worry. I had everything under control. I mean, like I said, I got into my hotel. It was very clean and very quiet. I immediately Clorox wiped the phone and my remote and any buttons, because all the lamps had buttons. I went around and I cleaned every button. It was good. I do color right here at my desk. I think you should just start with one book, Marion, and try it. Oh, there's so much bad news out there, Twin. I know. I know. I just watched the news too. Horrible. That's why we have to have some place to get away from the news, you know? Because I've seen it. I'm very aware of how terrible things are and what happened. And I know there's places that have curfews and mandatory everything. I think the Dallas area, they're very they're very aware. I mean, it's not like everyone's out and touching each other. Everyone's keeping distance, but being smart. It was busy, but it wasn't over busy. Yeah, Donna does that. She copies the page, so she has a couple of them. Susan says she might have 50 books for now because it's like eating chips. Yeah, like you get one. Like I had cheaper ones. Let me show you. I can find them. Oh, I put them away. They were just, you know, $3 coloring books, but they were okay. And then, but they were just paper, and at least this book, I can make it perfect for a frame. I took a drive, Linda, on yesterday. I just got up and drove towards where Amanda lives. She lives in the Dallas area, not in Dallas, but a town around there. And I just took a hotel. A very nice Comfort and Suites. I had a couch area, very nice king size bed, and I was just there overnight. And she brought pizza, and we chatted and took a drive, and that's what we did. Yeah, you have to this coloring book I just showed you. I got on Amazon for $22, but it's worth it. It is worth it to me. I think I can do enough of a job and be able to frame them and really make them special. Thank you. So that's all I've been doing, but I drove a lot, and thank God I got home safely. And I'm glad I'm home. I think that's all I really needed was a night in a hotel somewhere. And I took a nice long shower, and, you know, it felt good. And just, I sat there and colored. What else am I going to do, right? But I just thought that I should share that with you, that I actually did get a little time, a little R&R, a little bit of friendship. That Amanda and I are friends, and she doesn't go out a lot either. I think it was like both of us enjoy each other's company when we get there. Aha. A pen. So I'm glad I got away. I'm now home. Tomorrow we're going to have a little birthday party for Kathy. And we're actually going to go out to dinner. And the place we're going is a very small, it's really only, it's called the Hole in the Wall, but they have good food. And it's it's like the size of maybe someone's living room. It doesn't have that many tables. I will do video. I will take video. And we're just gonna have probably the whole place, because Kathy doesn't know, but it's like a family birthday. Oh man, I'd love to go camping, and that's something that in the future. And I was driving my truck thinking, what do I need a truck for? I'm not pulling this RV is staying here. Maybe I should just get a car. I can't afford a camper, but I would like, what would it be to have a nice new car covered by warranty? That would make peace of mind. I keep thinking, I have all kinds of thoughts. When you're driving, you're thinking, and I'm thinking and thinking about what do I want, and how do I make my life even more happy? Certain things you got to do. I had a pop-up camper. Kathy and I had two of them. We used to do Renaissance fairs back. I've known, for those of you who know, I'm sorry to repeat it, but for the new people, the reason I'm even here in Texas is my best friend, my sister. Her and I traveled all over the place, and we had a pop-up. We'd stay 8 weeks at one Renaissance fair, and we would be in the campgrounds for the fair, all the people that have booths. And so we did a pop-up. The problem with the pop-up, my drive was just under 3 hours. Um, the problem with pop-ups to me, they are comfortable when you're going to stay in a place for a while. You can really make it homey, and we did. But it's no good traveling. You can't just pull off the road and put your pop-up up. You know what I mean? It's not that great. Not for what I want. Okay. So now I've got an invitation to the UK and to borrow your camper. I wish I could do that. Wouldn't that be an exciting adventure? That would be really, I mean, I would go visit Bry. Do you know who Bry is, Marion? Bry, Ramblings of Bry is his channel. Scotland's calling me. Well, even England and Wales. My friend Patricia's in Wales. Bry lives in England, and he's the friend. I mean, I'm not in person with him, but yeah, I would go see him and you and Patricia. It would be a very big trip for me. I know you do. You dig him. He's cool. He's so cool. He sent me his book. I just relate to him, and he does mandalas. Only he makes his own mandalas. He's got a very wonderful art, unique ability. So for those of you who haven't heard of him, his channel is The Ramblings of Bry, and he's got a great dog, and he's like a kind of a Zen man, He has the beard and tattoos and very peaceful and just a beautiful person. Yeah. And I adore him. Well, thank you for coming in, Butterbean Head. Joyce. Love you, and I'll see you soon. Tomorrow night sometime after I get home from the birthday. But our birthday party's at 6. Won't last that long. I like the A-frame pop-up ones that are hard, yes, because the soft canvas, I mean, as a woman alone, I would not want to be by myself at a pop-up, soft-sided. Even when me and Kathy used to camp, we always thought about someone with a knife could just go, just rip it up. But we were with friends. We were with friends at the campgrounds. So that wouldn't work for me, really. Hello, Totally Kathy. Welcome. Just talking about tomorrow I'm going to be at a birthday party for Kathy at 6. So I will be a little late to the gathering. But I'll come in after when I get home, if that's okay. Is that okay? Better late than never. I do feel a heck of a lot better today. When I win the lottery, I'm buying one too. I'll probably if I win the lottery, I'd buy a beautiful Class B. Everybody knows everybody. Yeah, we have a Zoom. It's a private Zoom. I can't invite anyone, but I just say that it's nice to have that to look forward to. Twin Sparrow says, once upon a time, in the 70s, my dream trip was London. 80s, it was Australia. Wow, good for you. 90s, it was Niagara Falls. Been there. If I had to choose now, it would be West Coast, Washington or Oregon, or the Tetons, or Alaska. All those places sound good, and you're lucky that you've been to so many places, Twin Sparrow. I've never been to Europe. I've really not been. I mean, I went to Jamaica and Mexico, and San Croix, St. Thomas. I've been like to the islands, Cozumel, Ocho Rios, Canada, Vancouver, and Ontario. But I've never been overseas. Let's put it that way. I've never been. I wanted to. When I was in my I think I was about 30, maybe 31. I bought this books at Europe on $10 a day. Of course, it's a long time ago. And I never did it. I bought the book, and then I got a job singing on this ship in Key West, and I just went back to Key West. Oh, I love the Virgin Islands too. Yeah, I've been to the Tetons, and I've been to Niagara Falls. My family lives in Buffalo, so I have seen the Niagara Falls, and it's a beautiful thing to see. It's gorgeous. I think the Canadian side is prettier than the American side, but they're both beautiful. And it's just an amazing thing that you're on a lake and then it just drops into the falls. It's just, I can't even imagine back in the old days when they didn't have, maps and stuff. Can you imagine? You're on your lake and you're going, and all of a sudden there's the falls. I should read about that, because it seems to me like it would be a lot of stories about people. I've not been to Mazatlan though. Really, Jenny? Is he there now? I'll sing a little bit of it because it's such a simple song. Hi, Lori. Hi, Victoria. Everything's good. I went away for a night. Got a hotel room and visited with my friend and had a pizza, and I drove home. Okay, if Dylan's there, I'm going to sing this song for Dylan. Okay, let me know when to sing it for him. Yeah, it's a song that I wrote when I was in love many, many years ago. And I for a while I was in love with this guy who turned out to be a bad boyfriend, but he did bring out a lot of musical thing. He loved my music and wanted to be my manager and wanted to own the songs. He That's a story in itself. But anyway, I wrote this song. One of the songs is called A Simple Song. And this one's going to go out to Dylan. Hi, Dylan. I hope you're having a good day. This is a song called A Simple Song. This is a simple song. Won't take very long. I just want to say that I love you. Oh, won't you hear me through? This is something I must do, 'cause I've got so much inside to give to you. I love you. I love you. I just want this song to say, I love you. And then you walked into the room, and I finally found the tune, and you sat down and you listened to my song. I love you. I love you. I just want this song to say, I love you. This is a simple song. Won't take very long. I just want to say that I love you. There. That's for you, Dylan. And everybody had to listen. Thank you. I love to sing to Dylan. I love to sing to you guys, actually. Doreen says, I lived in Wyoming, Jackson Hole, in Idaho. Yeah, I've been to Jackson Hole, Wyoming with my husband. We went to like a bed and breakfast. Very romantic. I needed a good time. Don't I look like I had a good time? Oh, tell Jenny, Dylan, you're such a sweet boy. Oh, Key West, Constantine. I loved living in Key West. That's one of my favorite places I ever lived. And I lived there almost 3 years. And I played guitar and sang the whole time. I mean, I never had a regular straight job, you know. And just, there's so many stories that I could tell you all about Key West. I've told a few. But oh man, that's just a great place to live. I lost 10 pounds without even dieting because I was on a bicycle. I actually biked around, it's only 2x4 and 12 miles around, and I could do the whole 12 miles. And it's a blast, especially when you're younger. I'm glad you're kidding. So that's what's going on. I've got I need more thumbs up. So if you haven't done that, let's see if I can get it to 50. It's very expensive to live there now. It was kind of expensive then, but we're talking about like 1979. Hi Carla, welcome. Yeah, that's what's on my wish list is a bicycle, a tricycle, actually, so I don't kill myself. It's expensive to live there, but it's it's a special place, and Back in like 1978, 79, it was expensive, but not like today. There you go. Lori said it was a great day today. Our heat wave broke and restaurants are finally opening up in California. Thank God. You got to get out, people, even if you just kind of socially distance. I know that's still important, but you still got to be around people. I don't know about you, but I like to see people and smiling and faces. I'm in Texas, yes. I'm in a town called Knox City, which is just a itty bitty town in between Wichita Falls and Abilene. I've had bikes and I'm good at I can ride a bike, but I'm afraid now that I've gotten older that I maybe would lose my balance and I could really hurt myself. So I'm thinking for this little town and it's flat as it can be, a tricycle with a big basket so I can like run up to the post office on and get me a little exercise. And I could even go to Lawrence Brothers for groceries just, you know, right around here. Tricycles are not cheap. And I, I'm a big person. I couldn't, I have to have one that's can handle it. My hotel did have a bathtub actually, but and I thought about filling it. I thought, I don't know if I want to sit in the bathtub. It, and they don't serve breakfast there anymore either, even though and they're sad that they don't too. That's right, working my legs. So I'd love to have a tricycle. That would be probably the ultimate way for me to get around. I could do my camera work and be safe so I wouldn't fall over. After all, even though I know I ride a bike, I'm afraid that I'm just not the way I was. Yeah, if you've got hills, Willow, it would be good to have a little motor there to help you up. I mean, I don't think this is flat. I don't need one, and I like the idea of riding around here. I could ride to Nathan and Nadia's, to Mary's house. I mean, everybody lives pretty close. Marion from England says, from Monday, we are allowed to self-distance up to 6 people in our gardens. That's good. They're allowed to use toilet in-house, but come out straight out. Boy, they really have rules there. You couldn't tell, I'm telling you, you couldn't tell Texas people to do that. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's maybe just the difference in people. Okay, Marge. Marge. Yes, Marge. Anyway, yeah, that's interesting that you guys, have that many rules. Rules are tough here, especially Texas. Oh my gosh, people just do their own thing. We do have social distancing, and I think that's respect for each other. I bet that was an expensive tricycle that Rusty got because that sounds expensive. I know, Carrie Joe, it's like very restricted. Other countries, we don't even have it bad here. That's neat. Yeah, bike rides are fun. Look, I did my own nails with uh-oh, I lost a nail. I don't even remember losing it. Oh well, one's gone. I got to redo it. I'm glad because it must have just happened. It's not completely open. There's rules. Like at Dollar General, only 10 people can be in Dollar General, and you got to stay 6 feet away from each other. In Abilene, we went to Red Lobster, and they were definitely socially distancing the people. So it's not like totally free for all open, but at least, the hairdressers can do it. They have rules. It's okay. $2,000 is a lot for a bicycle. Hi, Molly. Lori says, I volunteer at the animal shelter once or twice a week. There is something so satisfying about caring for animals that have been left behind, and that would break my heart. And that's so nice of you. Gosh, it takes a special person. I think I'd wind up taking them all home, and I can't do that. Masks are not mandatory here. I do have my mask with me all the time. If I go somewhere that everyone's wearing a mask, I'm going to wear one too. It is a nice way to give back to the community. I don't believe how people abandon their dogs and their cats. Yeah, twin, if I get it, I only want a tricycle. I need to have the training wheels just so I have my balance. I have seen that, Carla. Yeah, I've seen the news. It's horrible. It's such a horrible thing, just to watch the news. I'm trying so hard to stay, in a positive, happy mood. I know there's misery and floods and cops being abusive to poor guys. All that stuff's out there. And I just feel bad. But you know what? Let's think positive. Let's think more on mellower, happier things because there's a lot of that crap right out there. We don't have to, we don't have to think about it in here. Oh, new batches of kitties. Oh, that little kitty, Kathy and Mark's new kitty, her name is Sheba. She's so precious and so playful and as pretty as she can be. She is so sweet. Yeah, I mean, I know it's real easy to get, believe me, I've done that, where we get into it talking about what's going on, and I don't want to talk about it anymore today. I'm just glad that I'm home, I'm safe. I'm sad for those who are not as in good, good place. I know. And we can say prayers for those people. Nothing wrong with praying for them to feel better too. It takes a special person to work at like a veterinary hospital. I mean, I think I could until something's hurt, and then oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I'm not really sheltered from the world, although I am because I live in a tiny town here in Texas. I watch the news every day. I know what's going on. Just can't, you just can't let it bring you down. I mean, I know some people they got it in their face, and that's different. I know, but I don't. And I know people come into my chats to get away from the crap of the world. It's bad enough anyway. I'm so glad I got a little overnight getaway. It really did help my mood. It really did. And having pizza with a girlfriend and a Diet Coke, which I haven't been drinking much of, and just a bed that was just king size, super clean and comfortable. I loved it. I really enjoyed my hotel. Oh, I bet they make a movie out of that. Yeah, you got to watch the news in little bits, and you just, especially when you really aren't in anywhere, like I'm in the middle of farmlands, ranch, and we all know what's going on. Believe me. We could get into it. I don't even want to. I have no plan. Well, the only plan I have for the weekend is tomorrow. My best friend Kathy and her husband. Well, Kathy's birthday's tomorrow. She's going to be 67. We're going to take her to dinner at a place called the Hole in the Wall. And we're going to surprise her because the rest of the family will be there with balloons and stuff. Me too, Amanda. Maybe next time we'll do it a little different. You can come to me. Maybe we can do a couple nights in a cabin. I got a connection on a cute cabin. I'm about 100 miles from, actually about 100 miles from Wichita Falls and 100 miles from Abilene. So, and the closest Walmart is about 38 miles. Good, Molly. There's nothing worse than being living in a place that you don't like. Hello, plain vanilla grandma. Yeah, I'll tell Kathy happy birthday from everybody today. I'm gonna give her. I got her two tops, two pretty tops. So I think I'll give it to her in the morning. So if she wants to wear one to her birthday party that she doesn't know she's gonna have. Marilyn, have a good night too, sweetie. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll be coming on late. I'm sure a little late anyway. Yeah, maybe in about a month we can like do something more fun. Spend at least a couple nights and like even if you take the cabin here and I come home at night, you'll have a nice space. So, and you'd be close to me. Because you don't want to sleep on that. I can tell you that. Duck eggs, yeah, those I used to paint duck eggs and bead them. And they're a little bigger than regular eggs. I think you'll like them. Let me know. Well, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Hi, Mano Fairy. No, I wouldn't let you sleep on that. It's not good. Now, I had my friend, Kathy slept on it, and so did Chris. But I had a foam piece that we put down, made it a little better, you know. But I think a nice clean bathroom and a nice bed, just a few blocks away anyway. And that's Rosie's spot. Look at her. She's under the covers. Rosie, she's half under the covers. Because that's her head. Oh my God, those kids. Lily's on the floor, but there's like a puppy bed. But I want you all to make sure that you give me a thumbs up. I'll maybe do an impromptu something Sunday. You never know. But for sure on Wednesday and Friday right now, that's 2 good days. Unless I just have to talk to you. And then I'll just do whatever I want to do. Right? Right. But thanks for coming in tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow night, Kathy, but a little bit late. As soon as I get home, though, I'll flip it on. I love you guys. I used to do the goose eggs with beads. I have lots of those, and they're in a bin. Someday I'll get the bin down and show them to you. You have a good night, everybody, and a good weekend. Bye.